Okay, good morning, DXN. Good morning, DXN Nigeria. Good morning, DXN Worldwide. Good morning, DXN Africa. We are back again with another informative, educative, and interactive section. And today we are going to have a question and answer section with the one and only, the Suya Master himself, Dr. Severa Rajesh. He happens to be a wellness trainer. He happens to be, I call him the reset minder of himself. And also he's the author of Dr. Lim's biography. So we welcome all the way from India, Dr. Rajesh Severa. Nice to meet you, sir. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Samuel. How are you doing? How is DXN Nigeria doing?
We're fine, sir. We're fine. Nice to meet you again. It's been a long time. We're doing fine. We're doing fine.
Great. Nice to see you again. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how is the pandemic in your region so far?
Now Pune is the place that I live, is going through a kind of a herd immunity. So the number of cases are already on a rise. A lot of people are seeing the symptoms, but yes, the recovery rate is also very good. So I think people are going to accept and live with the virus in future. Samuel, at the end, the human beings have learned always to live in cohabitation. We have always lived with everything together. It's only adaptation.
Sure. That's very, 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 very true. That's very true. So far, viewers, is a question and answer with Dr. Severa. He said he's going to answer any of your question. If you have any question, please start sending your questions immediately. And I'm ready for the first question. If you are calling from Turkey, Philippines, okay, I'm seeing Zimbabwe. Nice to see you all. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So let's start asking our questions. I know so many people have so many questions about Suya, about the product, about the marketing plan, everything you need to ask Doctor I perfectly. So we are ready for your questions. Okay, so far let's start with people that don't know you very well, Doctor. I know so much about you, reading about you, and watching your programs in your Facebook page. I think people want to know you better. Can you just do an introduction of you so that the new viewers can be able to know you better?
Sure. Just tell you about my background, Samuel, I am an Ayurveda physician. Ayurveda is an Indian medical system, science that deals with the well-being and also healing through the use of natural elements like herbs, the way you live, the lifestyle. So I've done my bachelor's degree in that. And then I went on to pursue my master's degree in psychotherapy and counseling. So I also wanted to explore the role of the mind in the healing of humans, and also the role of mind in the suffering of humans. So that's where the whole combination of the mind body began. And then I started practicing mind body medicine for last over almost now 20 years. So almost 2 decades. And DXN became the one you can say corporation, and from which my association began. And I got a good number of people through the distributor network of DXN, where I could now interact with people and masses, where we could talk directly about the benefits of living close with nature and how you could tap into the nature's healing potential. Because nature itself, you look at nature is designed in such a way that it's got all the elements of healing. It's basically meant for you to live happily without any disease. It's only the mind and the body that they don't go in line with the nature. They try to break rules of nature, and that's where the suffering comes in. And I believe if one understands this, the body needs only right food, nutrition, and everything else falls into place. And that's what I've been doing that. And I believe DXN becomes my platform, on which I can talk and address a lot of concerns. And so while our product range is meant for the well-being of the body, Dr. Lim, just last couple of years back, introduced something that would help bring peace and prosperity
And
within.
prosperity.
Yes,
Yes.
through the practice of shunya. So my question to
Yes.
you now, Samuel. Yeah,
Yes.
this since this is a question answer session, so questions can come
Yes.
from my side too. So my question
Sure.
to you: have you been practicing shunya?
Sure. We've been doing it every Friday in DXN here. Every Friday, and by 2 p.m. we do it every Friday, and it has been amazing. And what we try to do is try to inculcate with other members so that we have other Sunyatis to train and take over every section every Friday, and it has been amazing. It has been amazing so far. It has been amazing.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So I hope some questions are coming in. But Samuel, I
Oh
would
yes,
like to just add on the practice of shunya is one such a powerful practice, and we have a proof of a person who practiced it almost for 50 years. That's Dr. Lim himself,
wow,
and who has transformed his life from a low middle class person who was striving for somehow trying to meet his ends, just basic needs, to building a global empire that now harbors almost 10 million distributors. Okay, and almost 100 million people probably are using the products of DXN, and we have spread across 180 countries, and this all in one quarter of a lifespan of Dr. Lim. Just 27 years he's been able to do that. So do
sure.
not take this simple practice as something very 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 casual. It is
Mm,
very powerful, and keep practicing it.
sure. Sure. Thank you very much. Oh, my viewers, questions are already coming in. This is a question and answer session with Dr. Severa. And we have our first question from Mr. Pradip Kumar. He said, good morning, sir. Please explain the usage of our products during the pandemic. Please explain the usage of our products, DXM products, during the pandemic.
Yeah, fantastic question, Pradeep. Pradeep is a very powerful Shunyati, and he is my second proof of how Shunya can transform lives. So, good
Sure.
question, Pradeep. And today, in this pandemic, when fear is everywhere, anxiety remains, uncertainty remains, there is no clarity about what is the line of treatment. The only thing you can do is to protect yourself. And DXN
Mm,
products fall in this category of protection. And in the process of protection, they also turn out to be foods that can actually heal you also. And
mm,
primarily are Ganoderma, RG and GL. They are very, very important, you can say, supplements, food supplements that help in the case of a person who is positive with corona, because what it does is it actually is a kind of a diuretic. It lowers the body's temperature. When the temperature goes high, it builds up the body's immunity so that the body can fight back. It actually sets up a healing system. It reduces inflammation, because that's what happens in an infection. In an
mm,
infection, our body basically gets inflamed. Because it gets inflamed, we have fever, we have water accumulation. But that's what Ganoderma does. It reduces the inflammation, it reduces the water accumulation, keeps your lung free of any type of congestion, so that you
sure.
breathe properly. And because you breathe properly, there is no way that your oxygen levels are going to drop below any certain point, where you suddenly need an external source of oxygen. Second, what amazing thing Ganoderma does, it also reduces inflammation, which basically helps in managing the body's ability to fight back the disease. Because when your body is not inflamed, it has the ability to fight back the disease. Okay, so
Mm,
these two things. And then we have a powerful supplement called spirulina, which turns out to be the most powerful food right now in this pandemic times, because spirulina is loaded with minerals, vitamins, and everything. And it is rich in chlorophyll. Is what we are looking at here in this time, because it makes your blood alkaline. The more your blood is alkaline, the more your cells are nourished. I think your body gets the strength and vitality to fight this disease. And also, one of the symptoms that you find in COVID patients is lethargy, tiredness, weakness, that goes automatically with the use of spirulina. These two products, and then drink a lot of tea and coffee, so that you maintain the water balance within your body. Because when you have an infection, your body temperature rises up, and you lose
sure.
a lot of water from your skin, because of your body being hot, and your skin, because you have fever, high grade fever. And then that's when your water there's a water loss, fluid loss from your skin. But when you take in your beverages like a coffee 2 in 1 or 3 in 1, whatever suits you, you're hydrating yourself. The more you hydrate yourself, more you pass urine, the more you nourish yourself. I'm sure it just takes 5 or 6 days for the body to get the immunity that it requires to survive through this attack. And that's possible with these products. And we have not I'm not just throwing it out of thin air. In the last few months, we have seen many people who have used DXN products heal themselves. Yes, they have complemented this food therapy with modern medicine, because we don't want to go against modern medicine as such. We don't want to have any conflict. We follow what they say, but we don't starve our body. We feed our body with the right food that DXN provides. Samuel.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. That was really explicit. Okay, next question. This is a very good question, although we don't have the products here. He said, please explain about the new DXN products, Gempuri and Beauty.
Yeah, so now DXN has come up with a fantastic range of high grade. I would say the high grade cosmetic products, and there are many videos where you can actually see that they are not only selling you products; it's a complete line of therapy. How to do your facials and all those things. So always remember, DXN does not give you one stuff. It gives you a whole procedure. When Dr. Lim introduced Ganoderma, he introduced it through ganotherapy. When now Dr. Lim is introducing beauty products, they are being introduced through a process of therapy. So everything, so these products are very high valued and high grade, products made from natural elements like most potent algae and a lot of stuff. So I think I leave that question to the experts who can talk about it. And I am sure I have actually used some of the products, and they are fantastic. And but I think Samuel, you can invite somebody who is actually pro in it, and I would give you some names of people where you can only do about the cosmetic series that we have.
Yes,
I still believe that beauty comes from within. And for me, still Ganoderma, spirulina, morinzi, or virgin coconut oil, your coffee. I think that is the primary ingredient that will help us glow, from within out.
Yes, very, very, very correct, sir. We'll try to bring a cosmetic series when those products are available in Nigeria, and we'll make better explanation of it. Okay, so many questions coming on. Please, let's do this. Okay, she said, Dr. Severa, please tell us how to use our DXM products for the special child or the person have problem in mental health. Thank you so much.
So SP asked this question now. You need to understand the mind and body cannot be separated. If you have a child or anyone suffering from a mental illness, the first thing you can do is to start taking care of the body. And once you start feeding it right, make sure that you give it the right nutrition. And that's where DXN products come in: RGGL, spirulina, morinzi, virgin coconut oil. And you have a series of products. For children, the Cocozi turns out to be the best beverage that you can offer. You have lion's mane, you have cordyceps mushrooms. These are the range of food products that we have in DXN. We have cereals. So here is a choice for us to start taking care of the body. And trust me, for a child, one way is to feed him the right nutrition through DXN products. But on the other side, we also need to do something called as massage therapy. You need every day before a shower, you need to use Agano massage oil. Or if you can have the virgin coconut oil, you can use that for a full body massage just before your shower. And then when you do this massage, what you're doing is you're stimulating the whole nervous system. You're using feelings, a touch feeling, to actually pass on a message to the brain. And that also has proved really, really effective. See, Samuel, if somebody is is feeling depressed or something, sometimes words don't help him, but a simple hug can do it all. So I believe the touch therapy with oil massages, and also with a good shower with Aganazi soap. It sounds all very weird, but that is the only way I
Sure.
believe that we can transform the life of people who are suffering from mental illness. We don't need to shoo them away. We actually need to bring them to us close. We need to
Mm,
actually start fondling them. We need to be very, very close to them. And when our minds, which are in order, with the people whose mind are not in order, when we bring them close, the one with disorder also can turn back into order. So this is the power of the mind, and you can do
mm,
that with a simple oil like Ganozi oil. So very, very
mm.
powerful products we have.
Wow. Perfect. 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 Don't push them away. Always bring them close to us. Okay. Next question. Um, how can you use your way to invite people to your team?
So very, very powerful question. How can you have people to join you, or how can you invite them? See, for that,
Yes.
you need to understand today the world has changed, and oh, when I say the world has changed, is only the means in which they interact have changed. The principles behind everything still remains the same. When people want to be invited to somebody's place, they want to know where they are being invited, who is the person inviting. So you need to be some kind of an influencer for people to even come and attend your program. You might be a singer, you might be a musician, you might be a dancer, or you could be a businessman. Whatever you are, you need to be an influencer. And when you become an influencer, people get attracted to you because they like what you're doing and they want to do what you're doing. So look at Pradeep. When he came all the way to meet Dr. Lim in Hyderabad, he was super excited. See the excitement he had, the hunger he had. And when he came, he interacted with Dr. Lim, even for a short period of time when he came first time. Then he took pictures with Dr. Lim, and then he used those pictures in a right way, that to show that how close he is with a multi-billionaire. And then that becomes one thing that attracts others. Hey, if Pradeep can be, if I get in touch with Pradeep, maybe I can also be like him.
Sure.
People try to imitate and want to be what others are. So first and foremost is being a role model, and you need to have something to offer. And DXN is an amazing platform where you can get a chance to be an influencer, start training people. You can use Shunya as the means to be an influencer. You can bring in people for simple free training practices of Shunya. You don't need to charge anything, that you're not giving anything. You can just do a simple coffee talk. You can do a casual business opportunity talk. There are so many ways of interacting with society and bringing people close to you. And I'm sure you can always innovate in different ways in sending out invitations for different kinds. Like when now you see DXN has transformed itself. Suddenly we are sending out invitations where you're inviting me, Samuel, to Africa.
Mm,
Almost we are coming every month. See how easy it is, how we have changed our ways, but the means have changed, but the principle, the concept still remains the same. Because why
sure.
you invite me is because you have seen that I have done something, I have some credibility for which I can speak for. So we need to also make sure that we develop our credibility. We study the whole direct selling industry. We know the product range. We need to talk, we need to answer people's questions, and then people will love to come to your programs and whatever parties that you organize.
Sure. Mm. You have to be influential. That's what doctor is saying. Okay. Questions are coming up very, very much. Okay. Next question. She's saying, what are the easy ways to convince customers? I'm just starting as new member. Tips, please.
Yeah, Riza. So the simplest way to convince a consumer or a customer or even a business partner is to share your experience. People do not join you for what you have or how do you do things. People join you for why you do things. The why is so important. Why do you sip on a DXN coffee? People want to know that. People want to know, why do you try to promote DXN products? People want to associate with your why, because why is so important. It is the deeper side, it is the heart of everything. When you say, I have this and I want to do this, and your wants, your whats, and your skills don't matter, but your why does matter. And your why comes from experience, and experience comes from you actually taking the products trying it yourself, feeling what you feel, and everybody's experience is different. That's why testimonials are the best way in which you can share stuff to people and make them start to follow you. You look at the celebrities when they sell you a product. You see a actress or a great player, when he comes and he drinks a coffee and says, wow, this coffee makes me feel good, would you like to try it? And you'd say, wow, great person, he's drinking a coffee and he's feeling good. And that is why we should also drink, and people try to follow that. People want to imitate experiences, not information is just about beginning of conflict, wherein when we say, you should drink this because this has got this, the other person says, you should drink this because this got this. Information will only bring conflict, but experience will bring people together. And that's what I believe. You need to have the why, which then becomes your experience, which then becomes your testimonial. Share that, and you'll see people just following you like crazy.
Share your experience. Share your experience. Very, very, very important. Okay, Miss Daseva, very always available in our view. She's saying, "Dear Dr. Severa, please give us your vision for the expansion of DXN globally." Wow.
Thank you, Stanislava. That's a good question. Actually, I have the same vision that Dr. Lim has, and I'm sure you all have the same vision that Dr. Lim has, because DXN is a Kaminda company, a one mind company. So we don't have different minds. We all follow the one single mind of Dr. Lim. And the vision is very simple: to make this world, a peaceful and a happy place, prosperity for everyone. That's why we live with a philosophy of health, wealth, and happiness. And these are the vision that Dr. Lim set long time back, and we still follow it. The best thing about the future of DXN now is that we are complete. We had a part missing, somewhere that part of the mind was missing. But as soon as Shunya comes in, we have now the body and the mind. And I think so the body and the mind, that makes us completely human. Just body doesn't make us human, just mind doesn't make us human, but body and mind together makes us human. And that's what DXN is aiming at, with a fantastic range of products for the body and an amazing practice of mindfulness, you can say, wherein we reset our minds so that we can tap into our inner potentiality. And I mean, when I say inner potentiality, means everyone, Samuel, you, me, the person who asked the question, Stanislava, everybody has an amazing ability to transform this world. That's why you are here. You are the most important thread of this whole fabric called existence. And if you understand this, and you just contribute whatever you have in with yourself to the society at large, you will be an amazing example of how a single person can transform the society around. And I believe DXN is that platform where we will be able to do that. And I believe in future, if somebody would look back and tell, say around 50 or 100 years afterwards, that there was a man called Dr. Lim, and there was a company called DXN, through its huge network of distributors, have transformed this world that we are living peacefully and happily, is because these people did it. And I believe this is what we are heading towards.
Sure. Thank you very much. Okay, Ms. Donna from Membo, she's saying, hi, Dr. Severa. What would you recommend for the adult or a child needed to put on weight?
Okay,
put on
for
weight.
Donna, yes, good question, Donna. For a person an adult who wants to put on weight, you need to understand that for a person to gain the right weight, he needs to eat right. And even if he eats right, he needs to digest it. His metabolism needs to be good enough for that to be processed. And if you look at weight is something to do with proteins. So spirulina is going to be the key element in which you're going to help the person gain weight. Okay, and when I'm talking about gain weight, not fat, spirulina has nothing that can increase your fat. I'm talking about muscle mass, proteins. And spirulina is very good for that, because spirulina then helps to alkalize your body. As soon as your body becomes alkaline, it starts to now gain muscle mass. It starts to gain the strength and vitality. Spirulina is the key. Along with spirulina, we definitely need virgin coconut oil. We need GL, We need morenzi so that our gut is healthy. We need to stay calm. So the practice of shunya makes sure that we don't burn our energy by just thinking and thinking, because most of the young people, they are so much, kind of thinkers, that half of their energy is burnt only by the process of thinking. They are too much excited about things, and they don't know how to calm. So shunya helps. Massage oil, application of the massage oil on the body also helps in gaining weight. So simple formula: spirulina, fantastic dosage. You can take 10, 10, 10, 3 times a day. GL, you can go for morinzi, drink as much as you can. Virgin coconut oil, at least 2 tablespoons, 3 times a day. Gano massage oil for your massage of your body. Do a kind of an exercise. You need to burn your calories so that you can actually take in more calories, and then you develop a system of burning and taking in more calories and utilizing that to form your muscle mass. So all these together, you'll see that the child will definitely gain weight.
Very, very correct. Very, very. Okay, Ms. Donna, I hope you've heard it. And that's a very, very nice information. Okay, Mr. Mark is saying, hi, Dr. Rajesh Severa. I have an important question for you, Doc. I have new friends who super cancer or breast cancer. In your expertise, Doc, what product is best for this kind of health problems to eradicate the cancer cells? Thank you in advance for your kind response through live webinar. It is very serious.
Yes. So, Mark, cancer today, we all know, is a global problem, and we are facing great challenges to find a cure for cancer. But people have not understood cancer. Cancer is not something that is being caused by a bacteria, virus, or fungi. It's not a disease of infection. It's something going wrong. That is an imbalance in your system. Your system becoming more acidic. Your whole program of your cells has changed. They have now started to behave in a very unorderly way, not ethical, that the body needs. Suddenly they start growing and multiplying. That is what happens when the community gets disrupted. And if you go back and trace all the people who suffer from cancer, they would have something that they've done in excess, maybe like smoking, drinking, or something like that, or could have been suffering from a chronic illness for which they were being on chronic medicine, or they would be not taking right nutrition, because even starvation is an extreme where you're not giving your body the right food. In all these processes, what happens to the community of cells, they start to go through a kind of unrest, and they start to go through a revolt, and they start revolting. So what are the best products for that? Definitely RG and GL, the Ganoderma, in mega dosages, that will help to cleanse the system, reduce the inflammation. It's a fantastic diuretic. So I always suggest mega doses of RG and GL. Spirulina to feed your cells which are healthy, and also the cells which are not healthy, and that will also transform them completely. Third is when you use RGGL and spirulina, you'll realize that your body also needs a good supplement called like oil, the good fatty acids, and nothing better than the virgin coconut oil. And DXN has a good range of products. I'm sure in future DXN Nigeria will also have it, but it is one of the products that will definitely help in removing the fat soluble toxins from your body, and that can really help. And then drink in a lot of beverages, maintain a good lifestyle, avoid high sugary foods, try to be gluten free, lactose free, maintain a good work life balance. Do not take too much stress. Do not worry about cancer, which is just 5% of your abnormal body, while 95% of your body is still healthy. Practice shunya. Understand the process of relaxing the mind. All this together holistically will heal the person suffering from cancer. It could be any type of cancer. All these things, a food therapy, a macro therapy, is the key to healing. So even if they want to continue their chemotherapy, their radiotherapy, whatever they want to do, they can do that. It's their choice. But if somebody will ask me, I would say, please make sure that you do not starve yourself. Let the food in that process be DXN food.
Let food be DXN food. Thank you very much, Mr. Mark. I hope you got the information very well. Please, if you want to watch, you can go back to our Facebook page, and it will be recorded there. It is there permanently. You can always rewatch and listen to these questions and get the informations right. You can also log into our YouTube channel. Also, you can get this video and this section. It will be there live for you to rewatch. Okay, next question. Oh, Miss Donna is back again. She's saying, "Hi, Dr. Severa. What would you recommend for a bad allergies like pollens, especially?"
Yeah. So, Donna, pollens are very common every season time. You'll see whenever the flowering season happens, pollens fly through the air, and many people are allergic to it. Some people are allergic to dust. Some people are allergic now to many things. The allergy means your body's immune system is active to not accept something that it does not know of. And the best way to prevent that is definitely spirulina. Build up your immune system so well that you're not suffering from any kind of allergy. Spirulina is the key. RGGL have helped a lot of people in developing the kind of immunity so that they don't just crazily respond to everything that the allergens, people are allergic to so many things. So RGGL helps to build up that immunity. Easiest way, if you ask me, is when you're going out, if you have access to virgin coconut oil, that is the key. You can put 2 drops of virgin coconut oil in your nose. If not, even organo massage oil, 2 drops in your nose during the season time, pollen season time, and just make sure that there is a lubrication, and that serves as a coating, not letting the pollen interact with your nasal mucosa, and that's where you might prevent almost 90% of your pollen attacks. And you can have the anti-allergic effect with a simple application of oil. So there are ways in which you can do that, but I believe still supplementing yourself all year round so that next year you do not suffer from any kind of allergy.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. More questions are coming in. I think people are getting ready. They are now getting hyped with the questions, and they are sending in their questions. Okay, Mr. Cessna, my very good friend. Nice to meet you, sir. He's saying, "Good morning, Dr. Severa. What is the best choice from DXN products for athletes?"
Sabo is our athlete. He is a marathoner.
Yes.
He has been working, Samuel. He has proven to us, that spirulina is the key natural alkaline protein supplement for everybody, every athlete who wants to build up his stamina, vitality, strength. Sabo is the best example of that. He makes his special drink. He uses Ganoderma, he uses spirulina. So fantastic. Yes, the products for the athletes would be Ganoderma, spirulina primarily, then Morinzi also, because Morinzi also helps in reducing a lot of inflammation, which is a byproduct of when you do a lot of activity. Cordyceps is the key to improve your lung efficiency so you can breathe well, because when you are an athlete, you need more oxygen because you're breathing and you're using a lot of oxygen. Cordyceps is the key for that. The story of cordyceps, how the world discovered the power of cordyceps is because of the runners, the Chinese runners who were winning almost all the gold medals in the Olympics. When the world got to know the secret behind that was the food supplement that they were taking, and that was cordyceps sinensis. So yes, cordyceps plays a very important role. Overall, a coffee also, a DXN coffee can actually give you that extra boost in energy, especially the 2-in-1 black coffee. That is a must before going out to the gym. Hitting the gym, make sure that you take a nice dark black coffee, the 2-in-1 coffee, which turns out to become alkaline with the addition of Ganoderma. So amazing products. Yes. Sabo, I think you would be the best person to answer that. From my side, those are the list of products that you are very good for the athletes.
Yes, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a nice question. Okay. Miss Adeline Ulas is saying, "Good morning. Which platforms can we use to promote and do sales in DXN products online?"
I think DXN is now so much moving faster in the virtual world. We can use so many platforms. Especially, I definitely endorse Facebook, because it being the world's largest social networking sites, I think we as networkers need to be there, and we need to have our page. We need to do our shows. We need to do our promos, whatever it is. Share information. Doesn't matter if anybody is watching you, 1 person, 2 person, doesn't matter. But you need to continue your part. You need to do your part of prospecting. You need to do your part of teaching. Open a page, start doing your shows. It is the most easiest stuff today you can do. Second, you make videos on YouTube, share other people's on videos on YouTube. I think if DXN community starts sharing each other's videos, preparing their own videos, we'll have so much information that whenever people will see, go online or something, they will only find DXN. And people say that people believe what they see, and if they see DXN everywhere, that's where the belief will come in. So use social media, YouTube. You can, if you're smart enough, use Instagram. If you think, I know about a girl in Middle East. She was an influencer, and she started to make 25,000 USD only by posting one simple. She never has been to a DXN office. She never actually has gone through any programs. She liked the DXN black coffee, 2-in-1 coffee, which helped her reduce her weight. She, on her Instagram post, just posted about how a good black coffee helped her reduce her weight. And if people want to buy this coffee, she can use her ID as a discount code and buy the coffee at this outlet. And people actually queued up, and one day sales of under her ID were 4,000 boxes of 2-in-1 coffee. This is a fact, because she was an influencer. She did that. And then when I was told about she making that kind of money, now she makes a lot of money only by influencing people about what she believes in. So yes, you can use the virtual media. You can make your own website. You can start promoting your products. Make sure that you still follow the rules. Do not sell discounted products. There are products that are meant to be sold at a particular price, no underpricing, and follow the rules, regulations. You can sell it in any platform you want. Now with DXN helping you to open your own personal page, I think that also makes it easy. Yes, so many ways, so many ways of promoting your product. Do a social activity with, like this $1 one child movement. Do it in your area. Ask DXN to support you, that there is a society of malnourished children here, and we would like to do this program. Come up with a ODOC campaign in your area, and DXN will support you with spirulina. So in that way, you can bring about awareness for the society. So many ways, Samuel, there are many ways.
Sure. So many platforms to explore, and then you can always utilize it. Okay, next question, Mr. Austin Okefe. Oh, very good friend, also the writer of One Word, One Market. He's asking, he said, good morning. Great to see you on here, Dr. Severa. What attracted you to DXN? Was it the products, Dr. Lim, or something else?
Yeah, that is a personal question, Austin. I've been always, but I think today, since you have asked me this question, I'll be very honest and true today to answer this question, because, till today, I've never shared this other than Dr. Lim. But I still remember the first, somebody talking about DXN and the products. I said, okay, fantastic. You can appreciate a good company, but to become the mouthpiece of the company, to start talking about the company, it is beyond the product for sure. And I think what actually pulled me was when I saw Dr. Lim. I felt as if a calling, a calling for somebody who wanted, I felt like associating myself with, you have this calling, and you suddenly realize, I need to follow this person. I need to meet this person. I need to interact with this person. I started begging, can I meet him? Can I have some time with him? And they said, no, there are 6 million people below you, man. You're just a newcomer. How do you think you can ever meet him? And I used to think, no, there is something that gives me a calling. I kept on doing my part. I kept on, being the mouthpiece of DXN. But inside me, that craving to meet Dr. Lim was always there. And now when I see that, when I want to connect the dots of my life, I realize everything was just a program. I just followed my gut feeling. I listened to what my feelings told me, and my heart was speaking to it. And I kept on doing that, Many times my mind started telling me, don't waste your time. You can be a good medical practitioner, do that. But no, somewhere my heart says, no. please stay there. Many a time the company told me that why don't you join the management and take care of a country? And I said, what my heart? I asked my heart, and heart says, no, 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 Dr. Lim, Dr. Lim, Dr. Lim. And that was the thing that was singing in my ear, the mantra that was going, Dr. Lim, Dr. Lim. And that was the reason I got attracted to him. And finally, when I met him, I wrote a biography on him. And today, I think he's the teacher that I will always want to be a student of, who teaches me every day so many amazing things, And when he talks about world peace and prosperity, I am just amazed. No politician, no religious leader talks about it. He's the only person I've heard talking about global peace and prosperity for everyone without bringing in any religion or politics into it. And that is what keeps me so much humbled with him. I can stay under him, learn under him all my life.
Wow. I think that we are short of words. Mr. Austin, I hope that question has been really been answered. And DXN Nigeria live stream, we are honored to hear it first in our live stream. Thank you very much, Dr. Severa, for being very sincere with the question. Okay, next question. I think everybody wants to know more about you this time around. Dear Dr. Severa, give us your little testimonial, please.
Testimonial about my DXN products. I can give you a fantastic testimonial. It was like a magical thing that I did, when I was writing my book on the secret to immortality, the book on Ganoderma lucidum. I was so much confident that I wanted to write something. This was just about, venting out somewhere, because you start believing it so much that you want to write it somewhere, It's exactly like this, Samuel, when you're crazy and you're in love with somebody, you go out painting walls, you're writing graffiti on the walls, you start carving on trees the name of your lover. That's exactly what I wanted to do with Ganoderma. So I wrote a book. Now, when I was at the same time, I was having some abdominal pain, and I realized it was something to do with a kidney stone. And I wanted to, I knew it was kidney stone. We did the sonography, but it showed no stone. But because of the symptoms, I knew it was so. So I now gathered my whole family, and I told them, I will show you some magic today. And my family was like, wow, what are you going to do? So I said, I think I have this pain, and I'm going to drop down a stone from my urine, from my kidneys. They were like, oh, now this man is doing some some magical stuff, They wanted to test me out. How much do you believe? So I had RG with me, our RG capsules. So I ordered 5 liters of water, 5 bottles of 1 liter each. And I started taking 10 RG and 1 liter of water. So I took 10 RG, 1 liter of water, 10 RG, 1 liter of water. And I was having a lot of water. 5 liters of water is a lot, And I knew the effect of what RG does. Ganoderma basically is a fantastic diuretic. So it's going to push through. I knew it will push through. This 5 liter of water is not going to stay in my system for sure. It is going to find its way out through my kidneys. So I'm flushing. This is what we call in medical science hydrotherapy, which usually we do with putting in a saline, intravenous saline, and then we give diuretics in injectables so that the person can flush that water from the saline through the kidneys. This is one way of removing stones. I was doing that with DXN products. Now, when I was doing that, actually, when I finished drinking the 5th bottle and I was waiting, I could not control my pressure. It was way beyond my control. It started paining, but I was adamant to stay there, force myself and control. I was not going to urine. I was staying there. Finally comes a point where I cannot, and I had to rush. And when I rushed, you can imagine it was the floodgates opening up, and there with my urine came a big stone. I just dropped a big stone, and I was so happy. It was like magic. When you say something and you want to prove it. I actually picked up that stone from my urine. I cleaned it up, and actually I brought it on a tissue paper to show this is what came out from my urine. Didn't I tell you the power of Ganoderma? And my family were, wow. They started to believe it. Every day after then, I think so, they never doubted, and they started consuming it. So they understood the power of Ganoderma in that. This is one of my testimonials. There are many to share.
So many, of course, so many to share. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay. Miss Rosas is saying, hello, doc. What product additional for rectal cancer? She's going now, radiotherapy. Is Arugi GL Spirina good enough?
Yeah, I think Phoebe can also start virgin coconut oil if they can. If they have it in their country, they can definitely start virgin coconut oil. It's very good for lubrication, and that can really help. Rest, I think mega doses of RGGL and spirulina are fantastic. It will really help if we can add in virgin coconut oil internally, at least three tablespoons 3 to 4 times a day. Second, they need to do a good oil massage, gano oil massage for the full body. Okay, because then there will be no possibility of the person having any kind of constipation. His motions will be good. Try to reduce any dry food. Make sure that your food is most alkaline food, and that will make sure that there is no injury in that particular part of the rectum. If the rectum gets some rest with all the therapies that she's doing and with the right food, you can definitely heal yourself even with rectal cancer.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Gibson Rossi Shomena is saying, thanks, Dr. Severa, for your time. What DXM products can be used on patients with duodenal ulcer? Wow.
Yeah, any ulceration, any kind of inflammation, any kind of acidic element in your body, the best products are definitely RG, GL, and spirulina. These are the primary products. So, yes, use them. You'll see an amazing result over a period of time. Drinking good beverages like our 2-in-1 coffee, our 3-in-1 coffee, whatever the person likes to choose onto that, that's what very important. Virgin coconut oil, again, I'm stressing the fact of virgin coconut oil acting as an anti-inflammatory in lubricating ulcers. It really helps. So you can use these products. Any kind of ulceration, it doesn't matter if it's a duodenal ulceration or a rectal ulcer or just IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, where you have ulcerations. You could even have simple oral ulcers for that also. Nasal ulcers, anywhere you have ulcerations, any kind of inflammation, it is going to help. The products are going to help.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I have one too. Okay, Miss Donna again. She's saying, Doctor, another question, please. Of course, no problem. A child who suffer eczema, what would you recommend?
Any kind of skin infections, any kind of skin infections, could be eczema, whatever it is. I think for the external application, you can definitely use RG or GL, depending on whether the wound is dry or wet. If it is dry, you need to use GL. If it's wet, you need to use RG. That becomes like an external application. If you think you want to use like a cream, you can use it with an aloe vera lotion, the DXN aloe vera lotion. You can mix RG capsule in that, and you can use that as a lotion. You can prepare your own lotion, because Ganoderma itself is an antifungal agent. It's antibacterial, antiviral. Second, you need to use oil, for the whole body, because oil is a very key ingredient of the body, skin especially. So you need to do an oil application to your skin before shower, not only limited to that particular part which is eczematous, but overall body. You need to also feed and nourish the other part of the body, and internally you continue to take RGGL, spirulina. For children especially, eczema is also a result of the gut being infected with maybe parasites or kind of microbes. So it's very good to give them Morenzi in a high dose, at least 1/4 of the bottle. You can give them as juice to drink for a period of 15 days or something, to just see how they feel. Morenzi really helps in gut infestations. So these together as a combination really help. You can also give them Cocozi if they are too young, or if they want to drink coffee, they can give coffee also. That is also good as a beverage of choice. Make sure there is no constipation, the gut is clean, and I think everything should be fine.
Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, more questions coming up. Mr. Umar Hassan is saying, Dr. Severa, would you explain us about linseed oil and how to use linseed oil?
Linseed oil is the Gano oil, right?
I think it's talking
Yeah,
about
the
Ghana
Gano
massage
oil.
oil. Yes.
Gano massage oil. That's a massage oil, a palm oil based Ganoderma oil, which is very good for the skin. Uses as an application. You can use it for your pains and inflammation, your joints. You can also use it in so many different ways. Use it as a massage oil. I think not only when you're sick, when you're having pain and inflammation, but you can use it generally. as a daily massage oil before your shower, and you'll see the amazing results it has. So definitely fantastic product to be used as a daily product. And you can use it when you have dry chapped skins, when you have cracked feet, so many things, wherever you think you can use this oil, it's amazing. I also suggest people to use it to clean your ears. You can use your earbuds, dip your earbuds in that and clean your ears with that. This is how you lubricate your ears. uh, so technically, I also told you, for people who are suffering from pollen allergies and everything, you can put a few nasal drops and just clean up, and then when you're going out, that helps in preventing nasal allergies. So it's up to you. Be creative. Once you know the product, be creative and use it for your advantage.
Sure. No, product knowledge is very important, and then it will give you a wider range of how to use the product. Okay, someone is asking, oh, Donna again. Miss Donna is saying, can a pregnant woman take Aruji GL Morizi?
Yes, absolutely. A pregnant woman is the one who should take, because it will really help her. Not only her, but the child also. RGGL spirulina are completely safe, not because I'm saying, because it's being used in traditional Chinese cultures, in civilized.
Are you there, sir? Hello, doctor. Are you there?
Hi, Samuel. Yes, Samuel, I think I had a disconnection. So can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. Perfect. We are back.
Okay. So, just got something switched off now, because we are almost 50 minutes into it. I have a timer set. Okay. Anyways, so
Okay.
Samuel, yeah. So the question is, it is pretty safe for pregnant women. RGGL, spirulina, a coffee, everything of DXN. If it is in the list of products, they are meant for everyone. There is no exclusion that this person cannot take it and that person cannot take it. It's a food for everyone.
Perfect. It's food for everyone. Okay. Next question. Miss Anna Banek is saying, oh, Anna Banek is saying, what is your personal vision connected with DXN? What is your main message?
My main message is still the same for everyone. It remains that we become the messengers of health, wealth, and happiness. We take that as our core responsibility to go and share it to the world around. And we teach people, our part is not just, as businessmen to go and sell products. Our major responsibility remains to be teachers. We need to be teachers of these products, the quality of products that we have, the use of these products, why you should come close with nature, teach the practice of shunya, bring people together, understand their concerns. If they want to be consumers, give them the best products. If they want to business partners, give them the best business support you can give. Everything that you want to do.
Yeah.
What I believe is the vision is to unite everybody so that we all live in peace and we all are prosperous. That's what vision I think DXN is basically meant for.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. This is good morning, Dr. Severa and Samuel Zoro for DXN Nigeria. Watching for Philippines. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. Okay. She's saying the main vision of health, wealth, and happiness to all world people to get rid of measure problem. Of course, we are doing that. Thank you very much. People are enjoying your super great testimony. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. People are really, really, really getting into it.
Samuel,
Okay.
before now,
Yes, sir.
I think most of the questions and answers are over. Now, I would like to give you one, message, very very
Okay.
powerful. You know
Yes,
David
sir.
Beckham? Do you know David Beckham?
Yes.
Who is he?
A great footballer.
Wow.
Free kick,
Do
a
you,
free
do
kick
you,
master.
do you know Maradona?
Yes, yes.
Do you know
A
Pele?
footballer. Pele, yes.
Yeah, you know
Legend.
Zinedine Zidane. You know all these
Sure.
great players. Why are they great? What makes them great? What makes them
Because
great? Is it? Yes, yes, please.
they own their craft. They overtook in their own craft. They brought creativity in their own craft.
Are they all same? Is Maradona and David Beckham they play same?
No.
No, but yet they both are stars in their own way, right?
Sure.
So when David Beckham sees the football, he knows what creativity he can do with that. He knows how to bend it. He knows what to do with it. And it's a skill set that he has acquired. And how has he acquired it? With the relationship with the ball. He spent a lot of time with the ball. He spent so much time. I can assure you, if you don't spend time with stuff, the stuff doesn't actually show what miracles it can do for you. The ball does miracles for David Beckham is because of the relationship he shares with the ball. And same is with Maradona. It's not that the ball, it's not Maradona who sticks to the ball. It's the ball that sticks to Maradona's feet, A relationship is like that. So I believe when you talk about DXN products, it's about the time and the passion that you give to DXN. What you would do with DXN products, is just to believe it, spend some time with it, use it, give more time, and you'll see what DXN products do for you. It will be just like what the ball does for David Beckham or Maradona or Pele or all the great players. And I believe this opportunity of DXN is like that. How much time do you give to this company? How much time do you give to the products? What experiences do you go through? And those things will become most powerful tools for your transformation and setting up examples for actually transforming the world around. You see, then the magic will begin.
Sure. Okay. I think so many questions, and we are past our time because everybody will want to know your testimonies. And I think I have one final question for people. For example, doctor, so many people have questions about, for instance, a member with goiter, a very large goiter, and they expect the DXM products to reduce it. And some people are saying they need to go for operation first. What is the advice given to those such kind of people with such ailments?
See, when you're talking about goiter, when there is your thyroid has really swollen up and you need to go for surgery, that's what the doctor advised. I think it's always good to listen to the advices of doctors. But somewhere before that, you need to prepare yourself. Doctors prepare themselves before setting you up for surgery. They do your blood tests, they do everything because they need to be very particular about what they're going to do. Similarly, your job also is how do you prepare yourself to go for surgery? Maybe you plan yourself 3 months. Why don't I take a mega dosage of DXN supplements? When I take mega dosage, maybe my body can heal itself. Maybe I start feeling the healing effect. If not, at least I've fed myself so well that post surgery my healing would be much better. So what is I always suggest people, I never tell them to go against the doctor's advice. I say as they prepare themselves, you prepare yourself. Give yourself 3 months, 6 months, depending on how much time you have, and then you just take in mega dosages, and then you give your body a chance to see if it can recuperate itself, if it can heal itself. Many a times, I think almost 70% of the time the body heals itself and your surgery can be avoided. And if not, 100% of the times after taking good supplements, your healing post surgery is amazing. So when you have benefits on both sides, why not do it that way?
Sure. Prepare yourself like the doctors are preparing themselves, and it will be a smooth. Even if you go for surgery, I think it's going to be a smooth recovery because people tend to have surgery and it tends to come back again. But when you prepare yourself with DXN mega dose products, and I think it will be a smooth surgery and post recovery section after the surgery. Definitely, you are very, very, very correct. Very correct, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, my viewers, so many questions still coming up. We're going to have Doctor next time again, and
Yes.
all our questions will be answered. We're very sorry. Doctor needs to
Samuel,
go. Yes, sir.
Once a month, we will dedicate time for Nigeria. Okay? Because Nigeria is very close to me, That's my Jijit's place, Jijit governs it, and I love Jijit. He is the one that I am. If you see today, Dr. Severa, you see today, you're talking to me, or whatever I am today. If you give credit to one man who kept me alive in DXN, and that is Mr. Jijit. So we need to say thank you to Jijit for giving me a chance to he believed in me more than I believed in myself. So I really thank him, and whatever region he works, I'm there always to serve the people in the region that he works. Not that I don't serve the other people also, yes, but somewhere there is a very soft corner for Jijit, and I will do that for him anytime.
Sure. So you see, my viewers were always privileged in DXN Nigeria and in Africa. We are having a very, 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 very important guest. So every month, once a month, we'll be having Dr. Severa for your question and answer. And you can ask all your questions, and we'll make sure that he answers all of them this time around. We'll start very early, and it has been a perfect 1 hour with him so far, answering all our questions. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your efforts. Next month, we're going to have him again. We'll schedule him for next month so that question and answer part 2 with Dr. Severa again, and this will be, of course, an explosive time with him as usual. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Thank you very much. Let's do this again on Thursday. Yeah, thank you very much. On Thursday, it's going to be another section. We're bringing in Miss Jane Yon, and she's here to teach us about pregnancy. We can't wait. For the men, if you think pregnancy is not important for you, you have to watch this, because when your wife is pregnant, you too, the husband, you are pregnant. So you need to be able to learn to learn how to take care of your pregnant wife. Thank you very much. From the stables of DXN Nigeria, we appreciate you, Dr. Severa, for your time. I am Samuel Zoro, marketing manager for DXN Nigeria. Let's do this again next week. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Good morning, DXN.